We have breaking news this evening out of Croatia as Jarun manager Aussie Villain sells Hamache to Toronto FC of the MLS. Now for more, we cross live to Canadian reporter Trudeau Boucher.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, there's a little bit of a doozy about the timing of the transfer, but the fee of $2.5 million has just about been enough for Aussie Villain to part with Hamache here to Toronto,
Jarune, za tebe mi dijete diše, tu je važno samo jedno, nogomet i ništa više. Jarune.
Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Jarun on The Impossible Dream. Season 7, Episode 12 today. We have a potential, the title could still be on. We are back to face Dinamo, and then the second game will very much depend on what happens in against Dinamo. Heartfelt apology to any Canadians that we have watching or maybe did have watching. And, well, Hamache has gone there. He's gone off to Toronto, and $2.5 million for a 30-year-old left-back that was more or less second choice, I thought was a little bit too good to turn down, even if it's outside of the transfer window, we can't actually replace him. He was a good player for us, don't get me wrong there at all. His free kicks weren't ever quite as good as I was hoping they would be for us, and ultimately, yes, that $2.5 million is still a lot of money for us, and for a 30-year-old, when we've got Della Vabora, who is, in my opinion, and my opinion is kind of the one that matters, first choice, I just thought it was too good to turn down. So the counter argument is that we had left wing back sorted, two good ones, and I got rid of one of them, but $2.5 million. It was just a little bit too much for me, I think, that one. So he is gone, and that is, well, that's done. So there's no point crying about it now. Now, there is 4 games to catch you up on in the league. We were, of course, a little ways back of Dinamo, weren't we, at the beginning of or the end of last episode. The first game to catch you up on in the league was against Gorica, so let's start there. We went in front when Della Vabora crossed for Fillet. And the same two combined for our second before half-time. So, really good first half. We rode our luck second half for sure. We actually got out XG'd in this one. Siraj got injured. He has just come back. So, from here, basically, until this game that we're about to see on camera, we've not had Siraj, which has been a little bit of a blow, but you can see there defensively we were quite good. Fillet's double, and yeah, happy as you like. Next up was against still struggling and relegation threatened, it has to be said, Hajduk Split. We took the lead when Torres played in Skoko. Palumbo added a second before Williams crossed for Turpic to make it 3-0. Hajduk gifted Akbazli a 4th. And Torres picked out Turpic to make it 5-0. So they are, and I don't know why, they're an absolute shambles. 5-0 away from home. We ripped them to pieces, second half particularly, and I don't know what's wrong with them. They've got good players. I can see that when we go to play them, we get our scouting reports and whatnot. There is still a lot of good players at that club, but it's an absolute shambles. And if they go down and you're losing games 5-0 away from home, 5-0 at home, I should say. I mean, you couldn't argue if they did go down, really, could you? Next up, it was Variston. We went ahead through Hugo Torres. And it was 2-0 when Kakavanga slipped in Torres for his second. Before Tosic made it 3-0 at half-time. But Variston pulled one back in the second half. So it was a comfortable win, I would say. We sort of won it in the first half. Second half, you can see on the XG tracker, we kind of had a moment just around the time they got their penalty, or their goal, I should say. It wasn't a penalty, was it? It was a free kick. But yeah, it was fine. It was fine. It was 3 points. That's all that really matters, isn't it? Final game to catch you up on was against Rijeka. We went ahead through Kakavanga. But Rijeka pulled level by a former player, Ilankovic. Before Torres crossed for Akbazli to head us in front at half-time. And it was Torres and Akbazli again to seal the points late on. So a nervy performance, this one, but it was a good performance. We just maybe lacked a few goals that we should have got with, 18 shots and only 7 on target. 3 of those were goals. But yeah, Torres is looking very, very good. I've tried to offer him a new contract to get rid of that release fee that he currently has. The contract that he wanted had a lower release fee. Obviously, we're not doing that. So we were perfect. We won 4 from 4. Let's have a look at what that did to the league table and what Dinamo's doing. And with 3 games to play, we are 4 points back. So if we beat them today at home, as long as we beat them, if we beat them by, I believe, by more than 2 goals, then we'll have the head-to-head, or 2 goals or more, and then it'll be a point gap with 2 games to go. This is on. This is very much on. Now, they have been going in Europe. They've just been knocked out, in fact, in the semi-finals of the Europa League. So they're going to be tied, and this is a massive opportunity for us. Now, if we look at some of the league leaders, Hamache is top of the average match ratings. Della Vabora is up there as well, as he is with assists. And that doesn't really matter right now, does it? It's all about results and this game against Dinamo. And this is what we're doing. We're expecting a 4-3-3 out of them. And now the bad news is that Villa de Bora is suspended for this one. What are the chances of that happening? So, it's Priscilla in goal, Tosic and Williams, Torres down the right, Antwi down the left. He has a reasonable left foot. Let's hope he can use it. Jakic, Sithole, Palumbo, Kakavenga, Akbazli and Matanovic will be the rest of the team. We've got a fairly strong bench. Fillet and Siraj coming back from injury. And, let's hope we can get this done here. Alright, so we can see the team sheets here. It's like they're getting our old Leeds United team back together. Shackleton and Mariba. That is going back. I think we had Edouard. How would you know? I barely remember. But it wouldn't surprise me. I think we had him at Leeds as well. So, that is going a long, long way back on the channel. If you remember that, then you are a very loyal. And thank you for remembering our time at Leeds. Alright, I think... Let's just take up the pressure off here. Let's just play our natural game. We have been playing really, really well, obviously. One more win here and it could be on. All right, and this could be it. They've done really well, Dinamo. It's almost the perfect season for us in the sense that they've gone far in Europe. They're going. Yes, they're going to have picked up a little bit more cash, but they have more money than us anyway. But the coefficient is we're going to move up 2 places to 9th. So what that is going to mean is that a guaranteed Champions League spot for the league winners. You'll be in the league phase, I believe. Anyway, I think that if I've read that correctly. So if they could do that for us with the coefficient points, and then we could mug them off for the league title and nick their automatic spot, perfect, isn't it? Absolutely perfect. But yeah, we've got to see they have to be tied. They've got all the way to the semi-finals of Europe. They have been struggling in the league. They've obviously dropped a fair few points. And, well, we've seen when we play them before, there doesn't tend to be many goals. The 3 games so far this season have all been 1-0. They've won 2 of them. We've won 1 of them. So we need to, and I have remembered, you'll be happy to know, to change that around. So that being said, maybe we need to change it back for this one. It's a 50-50 split of possession. We'll give them another encouragement. I do think we need to win. 4-point gap with 2 games to go is not going to... That's really up to them then to stuff it up. Which they have, to be fair to them, have done a pretty good job of by themselves. Now, we are not creating anything here. So, let's get rid of that. Let's just try getting rid of all those things and see if that helps us at all. But we've not had a shot on target. Let's try demand more. And we not had a shot on goal, never mind a shot on target. And I'd like to say they've turned up to just park the bus, but they've done more in front of goal than we have, and that is possibly the worst half of football we will see this season. So we've got to do better. We've not taken nearly enough shots. We haven't taken any. So, yeah. Antwi's not having a great game, but that's maybe to be expected. We've got a highlight. Now, is it a sympathy highlight? Is the big question here, I suppose. What we don't need to do is fall behind to them, because I think that is, as history has shown, very difficult for us to overcome. Akbazli to Antwi, and he loses his head up. Antwi, though, gets back brilliantly. Chips it forward. Akbazli down to Sithole. To Kakavenga. Back to Jakic. And we're keeping the ball fairly well here. Torres to Sithole. Nice ball there for Kakavenga, who's found himself in some space. Kakavenga, he gets the cross in. It is, oh, it's off the crossbar from Matanovic. It was a bullet header. It's still going, this highlight, is it? Sithole. It's forward for Matanovic. Back in front of goal, mate. Look at Palumbo. Look at Palumbo. It's bouncing around. How has that stayed out twice? Palumbo to Antwi. We've had some shots on goal now, haven't we? Akbazli, oh, almost found Torres unmarked. But here come Dinamo the other way. Are we going to go? What's happened here? Antwi, mate, your man looks a little exposed there. It's Mariba. And, yeah. We're 1-0 down. Somehow, the ball stayed out at one end. And, yeah, I'm not really sure what Antwi is trying to do there. Priscilla has got to do better with that shot. It's a long way out, and it's essentially down the middle. So, quite a lot went wrong there, unfortunately. And we now have a long, long way back to try and rescue this title shot. Can we do something here, though? Williams. Williams to Sithole. To Kakavenga. Williams again. We go back to Priscilla to Tosic. There is a chance, obviously, that Tosic will be leaving in the summer. Kakavenga, there's a good ball for Torres. Hugo Torres is in. He's got his 4th of the season. What a signing he's looking. He might be off in the summer as well with that release fee, but obviously we'll be doing everything we can to try and keep those two guys here. Because, I mean, Tosic and Torres are genuinely two guys that could be here to the very end. And, you know, just become club legends. So we've got to try and do everything we can to keep those sorts of players around. Let's try demand more. We're fired up. We're going. Can we go and get a second now? Jakic is looking nervous, as is Reece Williams. We did lose Bosniak to injury, which is a bit of a blow because we could have brought him on and dropped Sithole back in for Jakic. But obviously, it's no good to us because we don't have him. Let's encourage. Let's fire them up. I mean, next goal, it could be next goal is the title, couldn't it? So let's get Siraj and Skoko on. For who did I take off? Kakavenga and Palumbo. Let's see if that helps us at all. All right, we've got a highlight. Oh, I thought he was going to nick that. Torres did well, but he's left us a little bit exposed, but we win it back. Williams to Sithole. Sithole across to Antwi. He's just doing us a favour. That's a cracking ball. Sithole's run was superb, and the two African players have almost combined. I don't think Antwi's an international yet, but that surely can't be too far away. And, well, we need a goal, don't we? Let's try and get some balls into the box. Do we play for set pieces? I don't like doing that because no, I don't like doing that, I don't think. We've got nothing to lose at this point. You could, yeah, because, I mean, 4 points, 3 games to go. It's not going to be enough, is it? We've got Fillet. Let's take Jakic off. Okay, so we'll take Jakic off. We'll go Akbazli in the middle, and then we'll go Matanovic and Fillet either side. Sithole, maybe just... Let's drop him back, but let's keep him as a deep-lying playmaker. So we are essentially going just the two at the back. There's 5 minutes of stoppage time. Is there a goal in this to keep our title hopes alive? Let's encourage them. We're all looking nervous. It doesn't look like it's going to quite happen. And it is 1-1. And that is a massive disappointing shame, isn't it? We just didn't quite have enough when we needed it. All right, so unlucky. I think we can get away with that because we, again, against Dinamo, were the better team and they just get results against us, which is why they're probably going to be champions for a third time, isn't it? So it's a 4-point gap with 2 games to play. We can see at the bottom there, Hajduk are now in the relegation spot. Bordeaux, Variston and Osijek are all still deep in trouble though. 2 points between the bottom 4. That is very, very tense, isn't it? So it's honours even. And, well, I think what we'll do now... So there's 2 games to go. Bordeaux away, Lokomotiva away. What we'll do is we'll come back for the final game of the season. There may be something to play for. There may not. And if there's nothing to play for, in fact, maybe we'll just do end of season awards. Let's see what happens against Bordeaux. It'll be a surprise after this. All right, welcome back. Now, let's see what we're going to be doing here, because we know that there are 2 games to go. We are 4 points back. Do we have a chance on the final day? Let's go see what happened when we played Bordeaux. We need to win, and we need Dinamo to drop points. We took an early lead through Palumbo. And Della Vibora made it 2-0. Before Torres found Palumbo one mark to get our third. But Bordeaux pulled one back before half-time. Turbic picked out Matanovic to make it 4-1. But a Williams own goal cancelled it out immediately. So we did our part. We got a win, a fairly comfortable win, that has to be said. So let's check the league table. And while we were doing that, Dinamo drew 0-0 with Lokomotiva. So it does indeed come down to the final day. Now they hold the head-to-head over us. So we need to win. They need to lose. And these are the fixtures on the final day. Now quick look at the relegation battle as well. Hajduk have put themselves in a good position, but Osijek, Variston and Bordeaux all are fighting to see who stays up and who goes where. Now, Belupo away is where Dinamo are headed. Now, Slaven Belupo are third. They've dropped off quite a bit. Remember, of course, we were neck and neck with them for a while. They are now distant 15 points back, so they've not been great. They are still third, though, and we have Lokomotiva away. Now, of course, they were the team that gave us a chance here by taking a point off of Dinamo. So it all comes down to this final day drama. Can we get a 3rd title in 5 years? So we're expecting a 4-2-3-1 out of them. And this is the team that we're sending out. It is Priscilla in goal. Tosic and Williams will be the back 2. Torres and Della Vibora with Sithole, Palumbo, Skoko, Kakavenga, Akbazli and Matanovic, the rest of the team. All right, well, look at this. Tinovoy is in their starting lineup. Let's hope he doesn't come back and hurt us. Anybody else here that used to play for us? I don't recognize anybody. There's a few names there that we've come up against several times, but yeah, no one. So let's just ignore recent praise. Let's just go out there and play our game. If we win, there's a chance. That's all we can really do, isn't it? All right, and this is it. So it's one of these, isn't it? If we happen to to pull this out and we win the league, then it's brilliant. Obviously, I mean, Dinamo have been a class above. They have, in all likelihood, the reason that they've fallen away quite a bit is because they went to the semi-finals of the Europa League. They lost to the eventual winners. Leverkusen ended up beating Ajax in the final 1-0. So, they've done their part for the league. But it would be very gracious of them to... they've won 2 in a row. It's our turn. It's our turn again. But let's see what we get here. Now, of course, this will mean end of season awards will be next episode as part of the summer transfer special, which means if you haven't voted yet for Viewers Player of the Year, you do still have a chance. I will leave the link up in the description for you. And, yeah, I mean, in terms of the summer transfer window, I'm thinking we might try and do a bit of a general overhaul and upgrade. Here we go with Della Vibora. It's away somehow. Not quite sure how, but it is away. Yeah, not that we need to rip things up and start again by any means, but we do struggle when we're in Europe and we're trying to play Palumbo. That's an effort. That is very, very close to being goal of the season. Speaking of which, we'll do goal of the season this episode, like we did last season. So yeah, you'll be able to vote on that as well. But yeah, we struggle when we're in Europe, we struggle for results in the league. So I just think a little bit, there's some academy players I think I need to make decisions on. If they're not going to be good enough, then I think we just need to move them on get the cash for them. We'll try and get 50% sell-ons where we can, in case if they are particularly... There's a good ball for Matanovic. Oh! It's a Turpic finish. And he's looking nervous, and no wonder after that effort. That was, well, that was potentially the lead. I haven't noticed a score come in yet from Belupo. Kakavenga to Williams. And we'll try again. Kakavenga. That's a good ball for Akbarsley. Akbarsley has a go. The goalkeeper makes the save, and we'll have a corner. We'll look at Williams marching to the back post. Palumbo to take. Palumbo floats it in. It's away. Williams back to Kakavenga. It's still somehow stayed out. And Slaven's taken the lead. Slaven has taken the lead. We need to win. They can't do it again, can they? Dinamo, hang on, let's focus on ourselves not choking. It's 2-0 to Slaven Belupo. You may not have seen that, it might have been behind my head, but Slaven Belupo is 2-0 up and we're 1-0 down. We're 1-0 down to Lokomotiva. It's the title no one wants to win on the final day. Matanovic heads it clear. Akbarsley needed to do a little bit more, didn't he? He's probably worried about giving away a penalty. And it's taken deflections off everybody on the way through. And we're 1-0 down on a game that if we win, we're champions. Palumbo, it's into the back post and Tosic. And what could be his final game for us if that release fee is triggered. He's pulled us straight back level. It's only his second goal for the club. What a goal it is, though. At the back post. Jumping like a Serbian salmon. And it's 1-1. Come on. Can we go and get ahead before half time? No, we cannot. So 1-1 despite absolutely dominating the game. We've got to say, hey, let's go with unlucky. Let's try and keep the, the pressure off kind of thing. I'm not loving Matanovic looking nervous. We've got Turpic on the bench, Fillet and Pasevovic as well. We do have plenty of options that can go up there. And if he's not going to, let's maybe trap them inside. Did they have wingers? I can't remember if they had wingers or not. But let's yeah, they do have wingers, so we probably should have been trapping them inside the whole time. Let's encourage. And let's see. Let's see what happens in the second half at Slaven Belupo. Does Dinamo get a rocket at half time and come out? They only need 2 goals. A draw for them is enough because they have the head-to-head over us, even if we have goal difference, I think, at this point. Akbarsley goes back to Williams. Williams all the way back to Priscilla. Goalkeeper is a position we'll need to try and upgrade in the summer transfer, but transfer window, I should say. But we'll deal more with that. It's a lot going on the field just now. Tosic. It's done just enough. Akbarsley gets it wide for Torres. We're riding our luck, but we're just doing enough. And Matanovic's 20th goal of the season has given us the lead. Hasn't given us the title. We'll go back to positive now. We won't be attacking on them, but they just couldn't quite get the ball off us. This one I thought was going to be trouble. But Torres did brilliantly. The assist to the assist. Kakavenga picks out Matanovic, and it is 2-1. We've turned it around early in the second half. And, well, over to you now, Dinamo. Can they come back? Let's hope not. Come on, Slaven. All right, we need to, of course, make sure that we are keeping the lead. It's a loose pass that Palumbo picks up. Palumbo has a go. Top of the net. And that is that. We are top as things stand. We are absolutely dominating this game. It shouldn't even be close, but here we are. I keep dreading these. You just know Dinamo's going to score and get back to 2-1, don't you? There it is. Had to say it out loud, didn't I? Mariba, who of course got the goal against us. Vabora to Sithole, to Palumbo. Palumbo, Torres has got space. The Kakavenga, no, it's not. It's Akbarsley, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. Torres picks it up, floats it back in. The goalkeeper stayed on his line. And Matanovic has headed over when he probably should have done better. Come on. If we can get another goal, get that 2-goal lead, then I can actually put full attention. Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. This is bad. And we get away with it. It's still 2-1 in the other game. All right, let's demand more. Let's demand more. Let's focus us. Let's fire us up. Can we go and get this goal that would just let me actually breathe for a second? Oh, the tension. The tension is everything. The clock is desperately running down. We are so close. We're 5 minutes away. We're 5 minutes away. We're into stoppage time. All right, let's close out our highlight. Priscilla has it. Oh, I feel sick. Absolute sick. Priscilla goes long. And, oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good! And it is 2-2! It is 2-2 in stoppage time. And is that our title gone? Ridnokia can come on for Skoko, who's not having a great game. Just as I was going to go and close it down as well. Oh, and we've dominated that game. How did we not win it? An XG of 3.5. And they scored with their only 2 shots on target. And the title is gone. And Slaven Belupo did win. Oh. And we look at the other end of the table. It's Aussiac that have been relegated. Hajduk Split are going into the relegation playoff. But there we go. Excuse me while I cry. That is... We were seconds away. Ah, the one that got away, isn't it? That is just a little bit heartbreaking, if I'm honest. That is just... Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Anyway, I feel like I'm going to start crying. It's only a game. It's only a game. You'll be fine. All right, so that is that. We have fallen that short. And we'll be back. We will come back. We're going to go for it in this window. I tell you, we want to be better. We need to be better, more consistent, less draws in the league. And I mean, in a way, that's just Exhibit A of what's wrong with us, isn't it? We just struggle to get results, particularly away from home in the league against teams like Lokomotiva with 41 points all season that we really do need to beat. But they got a draw against Dinamo as well, so maybe they're just in a bit of form. Cup finalists as well, I think they are. But that is that. If you've enjoyed it, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Really sorry we just... What a stuff up. Anyway, if I just clicked to close it down that little bit earlier... Goal of the season. As ever, you know how this works. There'll be a link down top of the description below. The goal that the game gave as a goal of the season, plus 3 others I deem worthy, will be the ones that you can vote on. So yeah, make sure that you go and do that. And I will see you next episode for a summer transfer special. We'll get them next year. I am so determined we're going to get them next year now. Take care.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad.
And here are our top 4 goals from the 29-30 season. Don't forget to vote for your favourite.
And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up is inside of me, blood so violently, thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes my dynasty.